That's just a little quick video for like a DIY crowd. I'm not going to really tell you how to add the Freon to it, but it's very simple. I'm just going to say it right now. I did this last night. It worked great. Start the engine up. You have the engine running. You turn the AC on full power. You know, the air conditioning on full power. Make sure, you know, that's on. Your compressor, if it's low, the Freon's very low, your compressor might not be turning. Now, if you got some Freon in the system though, you're okay with adding it. If you have where something was a major leak and all the Freon came out, you're gonna have to fix the part, you're gonna have to change the dryer, and you're gonna have to vacuum down the system. But in most cases, you just gotta add some. Even if you're really low and it's so low that the compressor doesn't kick on, you can always add some. What I like about this product though, you notice it's got a really long hose, and it's also a quality braided hose. That's very good. And also the gauge, it's right on the top where it's very easy to see. It's not part of the hose or something like that. Sometimes you got a problem where you can't reach the thing very well, the low side, and that's where you might need this longer hose. Now, you can always tell the low side from the high side. First off, this coupler, or just the coupler, you put it on there by pulling this back, and this would be the low side. This low side usually has a cap on it that says L, like that, and it's the fatter hose. The skinnier hose, the high pressure. You know, skinnier means it goes down to more pressure. This only fits on the low side. So with the engine running and the air conditioning on high, what you do is you put the coupler on here after you unscrew that cap, and then you screw this in. You have this screwed into here. You take a reading. Now in my case, it was down to 0. So I start, pulling the trigger, and this one you hold the can upright, you pull the trigger, and then it adds some a little bit at a time. Pull the trigger for maybe 4 or 5 seconds. You might want to turn the can like this once in a while, or like that. But this one you put the can upright. A lot of the other ones you put the can upside down. Now what I like about this product though is that it's got, sometimes a 12-ounce can isn't big enough. This has got 20 ounces. I used almost the whole 20 ounces to fill mine up exactly right into the middle. And but this has got 17 ounces of Freon and 3 ounces of additive package. The additive package is the oil that you add, because there's always a little bit of oil in the system for the compressor. So if you add just straight Freon, you're not going to be adding oil. This has an additive package in it in the right ratio. And it's got a little bit of sealant. So it's got, part of that 3-ounce additive package is a leak sealer. Now the leak sealers work good, but you can't put too much. Maybe you don't want to put too little either, so it doesn't. So this has got the right ratio. That's what makes it easier. Plus, it's a high quality, ultra synthetic AC recharge kit. Now, there's a reason I guess they say it's the #1 selling kit. I got this at Walmart for $41. And a lot of the auto parts stores, the same exact one costs $60. Now, I also read that from some reviews of people that use the Walmart SuperTech brand, that their coupler on the SuperTech brand from Walmart brand didn't fit, even though it was supposed to be, only low pressure side. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. It was probably made to some poor quality manufacturing standards, and it didn't work. This one, no problem. It worked absolutely fine. So it charged my system up 100%. Now these components in here are already, a lot of them were already changed, since the car was new. But they're in there. They're probably about more than 10 years old now. This car's in '99, so it's 23 years old. But nothing, everything on it works except for the AC. But now the AC works. But this is very, very simple. Don't let them tell you that you can't do this yourself. You can do this yourself. Fast and easy, 10-minute job. In my case, it was about almost 30 minutes because I had to use the whole can, or just about the whole can. And that's about where I had it filled up to, right smack in the middle of the green, when the AC blows nice and cold. And it probably won't, and I think it really leaked out because the car was sitting and being started up every once in a while, but I wasn't running the AC. So, you want to run the AC to keep everything, moving and lubed up and all that with the compressor oil so it doesn't leak. So I had a very small leakage after a few years of sitting around and stuff, and this brought it right back up to freaking basically new standards again. You don't have to, because I know a lot of times I'm going to tell you, the more, even the guys that really notice stuff inside out, they'll tell you if the system is down, even if it's down where, say the car overheated, and from the overheating you lost some Freon too, besides the coolant, right? And then you fixed the overheating problem. If you lost a little bit of Freon, you'll be okay with this. You're not gonna, even if it's to the point where the compressor doesn't run. If the whole system lost all the Freon, then you got a major leak, and you got to fix the leak, and you got to, put a new dryer in, and you also got to do the vacuum out everything. But almost all the time, this is all you got to do, and you don't really need all kinds of special equipment. Don't let them bullshit you. But and also on the newer cars, I've read that in 2018 and up, they all have the sealant in their system to prevent any kind of little minor leaks that where the Freon comes out of the system over a long period of time. But like I said, what I like about this product is it's got a very long hose on it. It's a high quality hose. The gauge is in the right spot where it's really easy to read. It comes with one big bottle, which the 20 ounces is much better than just one 12 ouncer. And it's got the right ratio of sealant and oil already mixed in with the Freon. These separate products for oil, yeah, they could work great, but if you put too much oil, that's no good. If you put too much sealant, that could be really bad. You can screw up your whole system. This just has a little bit of sealant and oil in it. It's just enough that if you got really tiny leaks, it's going to fix them. Tiny O-ring leaks, it'll fix them, and that's all there is to it. It's not gonna fix any major leaks, but it just got the right blend, and it's dead simple to use. And like I said, this is most of these kits don't have a long hose like this. In my case, I can get away with a hose that long, right? Because I'm right here. A lot of cars you can't do that with. And a lot of these, they got the gauge like down here in a hose instead of up here. This thing is dead simple, dead high quality, gives you everything in one shot. Any moron can do this, man, basically. So, but they'll always try to sell you the expensive deal. So, $41 from Walmart, you're all set. That's a done deal.